Hey loves, it's me, it's Queen Osset Haru, and thank you for joining me for another wonderful edition of Ask an Aquarius. If you haven't already, please hit the red subscribe button and smack the bell. Also, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and pass it on to someone else who might like it too. So it's been a while since I've had a chance to review decks, so I have a pile of them, literally. So today I decided to sit down and try to catch up on all the decks that I haven't had a chance to review. And this is the first one because it was the most anticipated deck out of all of them. Now, this deck is not a collaboration with the artist or with the creator. This was a gift. My godfather gave this to me as a present because he knew this was my kind of thing. So it's never been open. As you can see, I've been waiting to open it with you guys. The plastic is still on it. I was afraid that I would be biased, so I try to wait to open things until I'm with y'all. So I know I give you my authentic and genuine opinion about the decks. So let's take it out the plastic. Get a good look at the front of it. All right, so let's see the back. If you would like to pause the video and read this, please do. Apparently, the author and the creator are on the back, and it's 44 breathtaking cards and about 20 bucks in the United States. So now we're going to open it, and I'm going to show you every card. This is the inside of the box. I like that. Okay. And it comes with this guidebook. Nice fat guidebook. And of course, those of you who've seen me do these before, you know the deal. You take the guidebook and you open it up, and it tells you what each card means. And in the front, there's usually some spreads. It tells you how to lay the cards out. Usually there's more than one. And we're going to get right to looking at the cards. All right, guys. So they appear to be in alphabetical order, or they're not in alphabetical order. No, they're not. So I'm just going to show them to you in the order that they are. I'm going to pull this real close so you can see the image. So this is card number 1. All right. I really want y'all to get a tight look of this. So pull it as close as I possibly can. There we go. Okay, all right. Seasons. Well, the first thing I must say from looking at this is the artwork looks gorgeous. The cards are glossy, so that might be problematic for those of us who take pictures and video. But these images, look at that. These images are amazing. This artist is on point. Wow. I am so glad I asked for these. They're gorgeous. So they're going to be all African goddesses. I recognized some of them so far. Beautiful colors. Look at those colors. Y'all know I'm in the colors. Tituba. So I remember her from the Salem witch trials. She was the first person accused of witchcraft in Salem. So some of these I recognize immediately, and some of them I'll have to read about. Oh, that's nice. Wow. I like the golds, the lipsticks. It's a lot of details on these pictures. They have on jewelry and crowns, and this is really cool. And of course, each card is a different goddess, and each goddess represents a different something characteristic. This one represents divine lineage, so each goddess represents something. Look at her, Marie Laveau. I love Marie Laveau. Gorgeous. Wow, man. Well, this artist has definitely made a name for herself. Wow, look at the background. I mean, it's the background, it's the picture, it's the details. I mean, everything. And to be honest with you, the glossiness is difficult, like I said before, when you're taking pictures and when you're doing video like this, when you're using a light source. But the glossiness to me makes the card even that more beautiful. I particularly love that there are, even though they're talking about Africa, and you can see that they're representing the different countries. Africa is a continent. A lot of people forget that. There are a lot of countries there. So they're representing, this is from Egypt. This is the goddess Mayat. This is the spiritual system that I practice. Mayat is the goddess and the name of the spiritual system. And I just love it. I love that they have, they've gotten the diversity of the continent, and they have different body types. We have some bigger goddesses. We have some smaller goddesses, some curvy goddesses, some lighter goddesses, some darker goddesses. They really hit the diversity on the head, even though you're only dealing with one continent. But they hit the diversity. I love the hair, the hairstyles. It seems to me like the artist must be, if she's not of African descent, she must have studied people of African descent, because she has a lot of these details on point. The adornments, especially the jewelry, the hair. I'm like, wow, like I cannot wait to use this deck. This has got to be, and I knew as soon as it came, when I saw the front of it, I was like, this deck is on point. I knew it. This is definitely going to be one of my favorites, if not the favorite, as far as goddess oracles are concerned, because I have a couple, and I think this is the best artwork I've seen so far, and one that I actually possess. Sekhmet. And it's interesting because today is the full moon, and there was a lunar eclipse earlier. So I feel like it's a very magical day. A very beautiful, magical day. And these cards are just the icing on the cake. And then look at the fruits. I love it. They paid attention to the details, but they also paid a great deal of attention to the backgrounds. And some of these I'm really going to enjoy. Like, for instance, this particular goddess I haven't heard of, so I'm going to really enjoy learning more. That's one of the great things about decks like these, is that if you're familiar with gods and goddesses, you might know some of these and some of these women. And some of them are not gods and goddesses. Like Tituba was not a goddess. Tituba was a real person who was arrested for witchcraft in Salem. So some of them are being represented by actual, people. Like Marie Laveau was an actual person from New Orleans. So I think that's cool too. And all of these different topics, if you're looking at them, the last one was, I think, betrayal. And they're hitting on things that we deal with every day. That's one of the things I love about Oracle decks, is that they deal with things that you're dealing with in the moment. Look at that background. Look at this. Look at the flowers. Look at her hair. I just love that. Isn't that gorgeous? My goodness. I couldn't wait to open up this deck. I could feel it. Medusa. I could feel it, because I was like, I know I'm going to like this. I'm very goddess centered, so I knew that was going to be a winner. Look at this. Oof. And the snake bottom. I guess her bottom is a snake. That's cool. But I was saying earlier, it's cool because you get a chance to learn. Like, I know Oshun. I love Oshun. Oshun was the first goddess, and she's the one that's on the box. But she's the first goddess that I ever even read and learned about. So I always had an affinity to Oshun. But some of the other ones that I've never heard of, like this one. I love the fact that she's naked. Well, look at her beautiful, thick body. Love that. That is so gorgeous. But I've never heard of her, so it's going to be so much fun to learn who she is. And hopefully, I'll be able to Google. I know this one. This is Erzili Dantor and her beautiful daughter, Anisi. Well, I know one's Anisi. Maybe she has another child that I didn't know about. So that's something else interesting to learn about. But I love that. I love the fact that they're teaching these kind of decks. You know, they teach at the same time. They teach you what you need to do in that moment, and they teach you what could be helpful to you moving forward. Wow. The skylines, man. Whew. I am so inspired by the colors. Look at this, guys. You got to see this. Mami Wata. I know I've heard much about Mami Wata. And that is beautiful. Yeah, this is definitely a favorite. I ordered this before it even came out. I pre-ordered it, which I don't usually do. I usually wait until a deck comes out and then order it. But I pre-ordered this and just waited because I knew, I was like, I'm going to love this deck. So, and it was a great price on Amazon. For anybody who's interested, I will put the link underneath this video if you want to check this out or maybe get your own. But it was a great price on Amazon, and it's pretty new. If I'm not mistaken, it's only been out for like a month or so. Not very long. Look at that. I love the red. She definitely killed it. She killed it. Oh my goodness. And we'll get a chance to see in the next video. I'm gonna do a pick a card reading with these. So if you like these as much as I do, I'm gonna pull 3 cards and you can see which one comes up for you. The Queen of Sheba. I love it. I especially love the jewelry that she has on. Look at that. The mountains behind her. If I'm not mistaken, this particular woman was another person I think was really alive, and I think she's from Jamaica, if I'm not mistaken. I remember hearing a story about a woman who took a group of people to hide during the time of enslavement. They used to often have to run, obviously. And she took a group of them to the mountains in Jamaica, and I think they still live there to this day, the descendants. Queen Yaa-Asantewaa. Yaa-Asantewaa was known as Nana Yaa-Asantewaa. She is from Ghana. I know all about her because when I visited Ghana, they said that I was the reincarnation of Yaa-Asantewaa, and they always called me Yaa-Asantewaa. She was the Queen Mother. This is the beautiful Yemanya, very familiar with her. And see, a lot of these, not Yaa-Asantewaa, but Yemanya, you will see in a lot of decks. Oshun, Sekhmet, Osset. You'll see them in a lot of decks, but like this person here, this beautiful lady here, I've never seen many of these before. So this is going to be amazing. Amazing opportunity to learn new stories. I love that. I love learning new stories and, you know, new mythologies and new spiritual energies. Isn't that gorgeous? Love that. All right. And then we're going to take a look and see the last one is Iset. Iset is Auset, A-U-S-E-T. But because the Egyptians didn't have vowels, some of the times you see the name spelled differently because we're really just guessing, basically, you know, based on, you know, the Rosetta Stone that they found. All right, so that was the very last one. And this is the goddess that is my mother. This is the goddess that I initiated under, which is very interesting. It's card 44 because 4 is one of my lucky numbers. So, like I said before, this is a beautiful deck. I highly recommend it. I'm going to put the link underneath it and stay around because I'm getting ready to upload that 3-card spread that I told you guys about next. So, if you like this deck, I strongly suggest you get it. I can tell me and this deck are going to have quite the love affair. Okay, so if this is your thing, I definitely recommend it. So if you would like to get a reading done, please email me or hit me up on social media. All of my information will be underneath this video. If you would like to send a donation to the channel, my PayPal will be underneath this video. If you would like to become a member, I now have memberships on the channel, and my members have been getting messages from me every day. And there's also all kind of little perks you can get depending upon what kind of member you are. All right, guys, you come back soon because I got a lot more to say. See you later.